Before I send you over to the product page, there's something important you need to know. We didn't design this holster for everyone. In fact, we built it for a very specific type of carrier. That carrier being someone who's tired of printing, making them feel like a detective inches away from blown cover. Or those dealing with a holster that feels like you get a diving board shoved in your gut when sitting down. So if that sounds like you, then buckle up, because things are going to change for the better. So back in 2015, my brother, mom, and I, we moved to the jungle of Chicago to help my grandma fight her battle with cancer. And with the way Chicago is, especially these days, my mom felt there was way too much left to chance by not carrying. So she took her concealed carry class and was recommended to carry with a leather holster. But carrying with a thick leather holster left the grip hanging out for the world to see. Which printing's a living hell, as your mind starts racing with thoughts like, why is this guy looking at me? Is he scared? Is he going to call the cops? Is he planning to steal my gun? So she quickly went to Kydex because it's a much thinner material and provided a boost in concealment, but there was a major drawback. That holster had a lot of pinch points and carrying was brutal. So the same day she got it, she went to the garage and started trimming that thing down. And immediately she felt a difference, but it was still far from refined. So over the next few months, she started designing a holster from scratch, based off 3 requirements. It had to be pinch-free, concealable, and accessible, no matter what. And by the end of that summer in 2015, the Breakout was born. This design exceeded the performance of a traditional holster and provided a benefit never before seen. So here's how she nailed the comfort factor. Instead of cutting the edges straight like a traditional holster, she crimped them all the way to the center, meaning when you bend or sit, there's a smooth rounded edge that rolls with your body, instead of a sharp one that pivots in to jab you. And the pesky sweat guard that rubs your side raw, eliminated. That way the gun sits flat against you, not only aiding in comfort, but also concealment, as it can now sit flat against your body. But the real game changers are patent pending Breakout channel. This not only cuts the holster profile so thin, you'll nearly forget it's there, but it ensures you can get to your gun even if overpowered, as you no longer have to rely on having an arm free to draw, but instead just crank your wrist and get on target. And even doubling as a super quick primary draw, as there's zero wasted space from grip to deployment. But you might be wondering about security, and let me assure you, it maintains the same level of security as a traditional holster, as it locks in the ejection port, trigger guard, and rail. And guys, we've been working with the Breakout design for almost a decade, so we know how much of a difference it makes in people's lives. Let's take a look at this NRA pistol instructor, Chris, for example.
I'm Chris Morgan, I'm an NRA pistol instructor, and I want to talk about the Breakout. This is probably the most efficient self-defense holster I've ever seen. In most self-defense situations, we're going to be this close. If I want to retrieve my firearm, if I don't have a knife, it just breaks right out so we can get the firearm out, kind of like a gut gun, if you will, because this is where most defense encounters happen, is that close, and no one is that fast to draw and present. So this is the best way to defend yourself. Houdini Holsters, I recommend them all day. We've just bought some, and I recommend them to everybody as an NRA pistol instructor.
Thank you, Chris. But let's not forget the 269 reviews that we have on our product page with a 4.5 or a 4.8 out of 5-star rating. Let's see what the latest things are said on here. I absolutely love this holster. By far the most comfortable and concealable I've ever used, especially with this claw. It makes carrying a full-size 1911 feel like a subcompact. Not to mention the ease of drawing despite it being full-size and a very sturdy holster. Customer support blew my mind away about how fast they reply and how much they're willing to take care of you. Very happy with their products. Wish I could rate more stars. It's a great bang for your buck. Here we go. I received my Breakout 2.0 holster for my SIG 320 a few days ago. I've been using it all the time and I love it. Works as advertised and super comfortable. The holster is well made and does not scratch my gun. I added a claw for extra concealment and concealment is great. Retention is perfect, even with the Breakout channel. I want to say thank you for making a great holster at a great price. I will definitely be getting another one for my new carry gun. And here it is. SIG 320. Actually, it looks like you customized it too. SIG 320 with the Breakout 2.0 and the claw. Awesome stuff, guys. We got Rugers, Glocks, more Glocks. That looks like a SIG. More SIG. Guys, we got people going all the way up and down this page with awesome feedback. Feel free to read it. Feel free to pause and read it. Anyway, guys, we know this holster works for people. We know it's a fantastic product. We've been working on this for almost a decade, and we're sure you're going to love it. Hop over to Houdini's Instagram page. Alrighty, here we go. Just got my holster for my Glock 19. Top tier quality and probably the most comfortable IWB holster I've ever had. Just ordered. I got mine in the mail. Super high quality. Great holster. Top notch. 11 out of 10. Besides my husband's everyday carry, it has been the best purchase for him. Thank you. Keep up the great work. You and your mom rock. 10 out of 10. See, everybody loves Mother Houdini. Here we are, a competition shooter. If you want to check him out, he's got an awesome page. But he shoots competition every week. Been rocking mine for over a month now, and I have no complaints. All about it. Great holster. I tried 7 different holsters before I found out about this and tried yours. It's the main one I use every time I carry. Most comfortable one I own. Very slim profile design and super easy to access. I barely feel it when I'm using it right behind the belt. Awesome. Thank you guys very much. And guys, these reviews go back to over a year. We've had this up here for a while.
But if for any reason it doesn't 100% live up to the hype, you can send it back for a full refund on the holster. The only thing non-refundable is shipping. But we know you'll love it, being that all Houdini products are backed by a full lifetime guarantee. But there is a catch. Because we're hand making everything, we can only make them so fast. So with the holiday rush coming, lead times will likely add up to 2 to 3 weeks. So get yours now while lead times are low, only 3 to 7 business days, and we typically always ship closer to 3. So thank you very much. Click over to the product page and order your Breakout 2.0 today.